Good afternoon. One of the best known stories from the Bible that just about everybody at least has heard about or at least has some idea about. They recognize it. If somebody says Daniel and the lion's den, they kind of know. It's right there in the name, actually, that Daniel, somebody who was a follower of God, is put into a lion's den as punishment. And the king who put him in there figured that by the next morning, Daniel would be no longer. Lions doing what lions do. They don't get along with human beings that often, and so a human being amongst a bunch of lions isn't going to last very long at all. Of course, when the king came the next morning, Daniel was still alive. And Daniel could tell him the reason why he was alive is because God had shut the mouths of the lions. God was the one who had rescued him. Daniel himself was in an impossible situation, one that he would have no ability to do anything about. Even if he could run away from the lions for a little bit, he would grow tired eventually. They would catch up with him, and he was no match strength-wise for them. What situations are you in where you're matched up against somebody or something that you can do nothing about? That you're in a situation that's overwhelming, and even if you can put it off for a while, you know eventually it's going to catch up with you, and it's going to hurt you. It's going to drag you under. It's going to cause you pain. It's going to cause you suffering. It's going to take you in a place you don't want to be. What are you facing that's like that? You need God just like Daniel needed God. You don't have the same kind of promise that Daniel had of immediate rescue from lions facing off against you right away. God does not promise that He's going to get you out of every single situation without any kind of harm or pain. But God has made an even greater promise. Daniel chapter 6, verse 27, He rescues and He saves. He works signs and wonders in heaven and on earth. So He saved Daniel from the power of the lions. God rescues and God saves. He takes people who are in impossible situations, faced off against their sins, facing certain death and hell, and God is the one who rescues. God is the one who saves. God has done that for you through Jesus. God has promised that is absolutely certain. All the things that happen to you on earth, they may or may not happen, but God has definitely rescued you from hell, and God has definitely saved you for heaven through Jesus. Until we see each other again, the Lord's blessings on your day.